The Chagrin Falls girls generate 12 shots on target and 10 corners en route to a 3-1 win at West Geauga on Thursday night as the Tigers clinch the CVC Chagrin Division Championship and improve to 13-1 in the process. Complete display in all facets here by Chagrin, in my opinion. They're at their best when they're moving with good pace and working the ball around on the ground with their combination work through midfield. That facet was great. Their wide play borderline at times was dominant. I thought that Bella D'Alessandro as a left mid was giving the Wolverines some problems early in this match in the defensive third, and that wide play, both wide left and wide right, really set a nice tone in this match. The defensive third play, the shape was very solid. Everything all the way around just looked really good for Chagrin. I think their possession was probably high 50s, low 60s in this match, and of course, as we've talked about for several thousand years, it seems, they were able to generate quality when they needed it on corner kicks. One of their goals came directly off a corner, another in the immediate aftermath of a corner, and nobody in our area, as you've heard me say many, many times over the years, gets as much danger and gets the goals, the big goals on big stages when they need it, quite like Chagrin. And I think the thing that separates good teams from great teams when it comes to corner kicks is your movement off the ball. It's not just about serving a ball into the box and thinking, please, let's get somebody to get a header on this far post if they can get out of the scrum and emerge above everybody. That's not the point. The point is the waves create the opportunities with your runs. You're trying to get off the marking and give a few options to the server into the box. And nobody does that better than Chagrin Falls. It always has been that way. It always will be that way as long as Pamela Malone is around. They do such a great job in that regard, and they definitely did that tonight. And the thing that's really exciting, in particular about the Chagrin Falls side, is the youth in the side that's stepping up to the high school level and playing very well. I'm becoming rapidly a big fan of center back Katie Schumacher as a freshman. You know, it used to be that Tessa Osborne, early in her career, the great center back for Lake Catholic, was that center back of the future for our coverage area. And I think Katie Schumacher's taken over that role now that Tessa is an upperclassman. Great anticipation. Never gets rattled back there. I think Chagrin is going to be in really good hands for the next 4 years with her leading the way there in the defensive third. Good, poised center back with size and can initiate the attack out of the defensive third as well with smart service. They're in good hands in that facet there. In the midfield play, you see sophomores and juniors helping to spearhead the attack. Tori Hallwalk's very good central midfield. I like her foot skill 1v1. Had a goal in this match here, and just all the way around, just a good young side with some seniors sprinkled in there, Keely Malone and seniors in the back. They're going to be in good shape here for quite a while, and it's exciting to watch their development, not only in the present as a 13-1 side, but also well into the future as well. As far as West Geauga goes, you can't say anything bad about the work rate here. Kept it a 2-1 match, nearing the hour mark. Just couldn't generate that equalizer. It was really tough with the defensive shape that Chagrin had to really get anything consistent into the offensive third. Kristen Redwood and Erin Hay worked very hard for their touches, but the Tigers were consistent in closing down the amount of space with which Redwood and Hay had to work. That made it difficult for West G to generate possession at times in this match. They had, I think, 5 or 6 shots on target, but just weren't able to get the equalizer when they needed it to make it a more interesting match, and Chagrin was able to get that last goal to generate some cushion. But again, the Chagrin side is on great form, 13-1. I can't wait to see what happens in that headliner next Thursday against Gilmore. That should be a fascinating match, but boy, the area is just on fantastic form right now. You got Lake Catholic beating Walsh, Gilmore's knocked off 2 state champions, Lake's knocked off 2 state champions, and Chagrin Falls is 13-1 and looking pretty good themselves, especially after a thorough display in a 3-1 win at West Geauga on Thursday night.